All right, so I've been away for over a week. There's been a lot of stuff in my personal life going on that's preventing me from being able to upload, but here I am, I'm back, and today we're going to watch a clip here of Jeremy Boring, the owner of the Daily Wire, co-founder of the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro. Jeremy Boring on Tim Pool's show talk about how, we should just, people should just be able to say the N-word, man. Come on. Like, I mean, what's the big deal here, right? Here is Jeremy Boring saying that, if enough people just came out and said the N-word, then people wouldn't be fired from their jobs for uttering a racial slur.
Here's the problem.
The problem.
The problem is that anonymity on the internet allows for the ghettoizing of beliefs that are not approved by the regime. So a lot of people will say,
I hate to pause the clip so much because I know a lot in my audience don't like how much I pause the clips. I get a lot of comments about how much I pause. None of those words made any sense. Nothing that he just uttered made any goddamn sense. At all. He said beliefs are ghettoized that aren't approved by the regime. If this was if this was not a right-winger saying this, then everybody would look at that person and say, what the fuck are you talking about? But because it's Jeremy Boring, because he's in charge of Daily Wire, because he has a platform, these people, they eat this shit up. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
well, I have to be anonymous on the internet because if my boss finds out that I've got these views, they'll fire me. But you're only in the position where your boss could fire you for finding out about those views because you've allowed those views to be completely ghettoized through anonymity online.
Oh, so actresses and actors and people in Hollywood that are voicing their support for Palestine and literally getting fired, losing their jobs over this. They're saying, hey, Israel's committing a genocide. They're currently literally being fired. Susan Sarandon, who is a huge iconic actress, got dropped from her talent agency because she has been very vocal about her support for the Palestinian people and very vocal about her dislike and how serious it is that the Israeli government is committing a genocide against the Palestinian people. So if we're going to apply Jeremy's logic here, then why is he not fighting for these people that are literally being fired from their jobs for voicing their support for Palestine? I haven't heard him say shit about that. I haven't heard him say shit about that. I haven't heard any right-winger say shit about that. All anti-cancel culture, right? But now, when people are literally getting canceled for voicing their support for Palestine, I don't hear anything about cancel culture now. I don't hear anything anymore. What happened? Where was this anti-cancel culture bullshit you guys were running on so hard?
If 5 million people came out today and said the N-word, I'm not recommending it, but
Kind of sounds like you are recommending it. Just say the N-word, Jeremy. Why are you so afraid? Just say the N-word. You want to say it so badly. Nobody in the room was probably thinking that. I don't know where that came from. You very clearly want to say the N-word, and you are recommending other people using it, because you wouldn't have even said that. That wouldn't have even came out of your mouth. It wouldn't have been a thought that went through your fucking skull, dumbass. I'm not recommending it. Just vocalizing people should do it. I'm not recommending it, though. But if people did do it, I mean, come on.
no one would ever get fired for saying the N-word again.
What? How does that make sense? That's your logic? If 5 million people do it, then it's okay? What? What? This is something that I say all the fucking time. Anytime I go anywhere, I go out, I'm sitting here with my fiance, I'm watching stuff with my brother. It doesn't matter who I'm with or where I'm at. In America, and this is literally what I think a lot of Americans' brains are like, especially conservative hog brains. It's monkey see, monkey do. And I know that sounds really silly, but it's true. I'll use an example. So let's say you're driving down the road and you're stuck in traffic, and it's a 3-lane road, and you're in the left lane, and everything's backed up. But over in the right lane, there's not as much backed up traffic. So you see all these people start getting over and getting into the right lane, and they all start getting over and they're doing this and that, only to find out that the right lane, the lane that everybody's getting into, is actually where the accident or whatever's causing the jam is. So now all of those people that decided to follow the one person that got into the right lane now they're just creating more traffic. They're stuck still, right? They only did it because they saw someone else do it. That's the point I'm trying to make. I probably didn't use a very good example, but that's literally what a lot of Americans think. That's literally what he just fucking said. He literally just said that. And I don't understand how people can think like that. You saw someone else do it, so you think it's okay? That's child shit. That's shit that children do that don't know any better.
Like
Yeah,
that,
they wouldn't be able to.
You wouldn't be able to. You would have.
You wouldn't be able to? 5 million people. There's 334 million people in this country. If they think that 5 million random people coming out and saying the N-word is going to make it so that nobody ever in the entire history of the rest of the world will be able to be fired for uttering a racial slur like that, if that's really what they think, there's no hope for these people at all, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna sit here and say that.
You would have brought that to a conclusion. That little absurdity in our culture would be
that little absurdity, bro. You're white. That's the default. What are you talking about? There's 334 million people here in this country, and 230 million of them are white. That is the vast majority. It's not a little absurdity when you are being racist toward a marginalized group. I don't see where the absurdity is. What is the absurd part? Someone says something racist and then they lose their job? That's absurd? Is it really? So I guess if one of the Daily Wire's employees, went up to Ben Shapiro and started saying a bunch of anti-Semitic stuff, then they should be able to stay employed, right? I mean, Candace Owens is an anti-Semite and they keep her, right? Right? So if I went up to Ben Shapiro right now, or if someone that I don't work at Daily Wire, but if, let's say, Matt Walsh walked up to Ben Shapiro right now and just started saying some of the nastiest, most anti-Semitic shit you could possibly think of, that's okay then, right? He shouldn't lose his job over it, right? Because it's just a little absurdity, right? It's just a tiny little inconvenience. Racism is just a little absurd. It's just a little absurdity to say the N-word and get fired for it.
The ghettoizing of our beliefs.
The ghettoizing of our beliefs. This is a real human being saying these things. This isn't a chatbot. This isn't a fucking SNL skit. This is a real person, not on a script, on a supposedly political news show, saying these words. I don't know, guys. I really feel like we can't hold out hope for people like this.
Allows for the punishment of anyone who steps outside of the ghetto.
Yeah.
So if they catch you saying what you believe, they can fire you. But if we all just had our names on it, we're saying the things that we believe, and you might say...
We're saying the things that we believe, so you believe that you should be able to say the N-word. Is that what you just said? So he just admitted it right there. I mean, he already admitted it before, but like that's what you literally just said, that you believe that you should be able to say the N-word. I didn't cover it because I didn't know if I was going to get in trouble for it. I've talked about it, but months ago, there was leaked audio that came out from Matt Walsh, and I don't know if it was a guest on his show or someone that works at Daily Wire. I don't know. There was a leaked audio clip that came out. I don't know. I think Media Matters. Someone got a hold of it, and they released it. And it was Matt Walsh off camera just being super fucking racist, which is not surprising, and at all. But I mean, it was pretty telling how these people, Matt Walsh, Steven Crowder, I know he doesn't work for Daily Wire. It shows what these right-wingers are like behind closed doors, and I would not doubt that Jeremy Boring here is any different, or Ben Shapiro, or Candace Owens, or Michael Knowles, or Glenn Beck, or Tim Pool, or Dave Rubin, or any right-wing grifter you want to name. They're a little more tame about it when they're on camera. They'll sit there and run on this platform as you should be able to say the N-word, but they won't say it themselves. It's weird, right? It's strange. They encourage other people to use these slurs, but they won't use them themselves on camera. Quite strange. Not really, though.
That we would have more cultural cohesion if we didn't have online anonymity too, because the online anonymity also allows us to become more radicalized in ways that left and right, in ways that probably aren't ultimately good.
So I agree, but I think it's a cultural issue.
I don't know how anybody can sit in a room. Emma Vigeland sat in a room with Tim Pool and his co-host and debated him. How? How did she do that? I can't listen to these people even speak without losing my fucking mind. The shit that they say is just, it's so, even if it's fucking, it's either literally a complete nothing burger, or it's just insane. It's like either insanely racist or sexist or anti-trans or whatever it is, or it's just nothing at all. There's no in between. They either say a bunch of gobbledygook that means literally fucking nothing, or they're just fucking being fucking bigots. I don't understand how people can sit there and talk to someone like Tim Pool or Jimmy Boring or any right-wing grifter. That's going to be it for the video, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And guys, please let me know what you thought of Jeremy Boring, Daily Wire CEO. I don't know if he's a CEO, actually. Daily Wire boss, sitting there saying, hey, well, you know what? We should pretty much just be able to, say the N-word, no repercussions, no big deal. Also, guys, this is something new I'm trying out. Let me know if you want to see a reaction video. This is not something I'm going to do a lot. Let me know if you want to see a reaction video to the Daily Wire's new movie trailer they released called Lady Ballers. They are making a anti-trans movie, literally a full-fledged movie production that is just straight anti-trans bigotry through and through. Let me know if you want me to react to that trailer on this channel or on one of my other channels, excuse me. And that's going to be it. I will see you guys in the next one.